everybody, it's Mrs. Ross, and I'm here to wrap up our gummy jelly series of experiments. So I thought that this experiment would go really well with this week's book chat, because we read a book about soap and germs. So when you're reading a book about soap and germs, maybe you can make soap, and if you're doing gummy experiments, maybe you could make gummy soap. How great would that be? So this is not something I've tried before, so we're gonna hope that it's great. So a couple of things that I did ahead of time. I boiled half a cup of water and I added a teaspoon of salt to that. Then I took 2 packets of unflavored gelatin. So in Canada we usually are able to use the Knox gelatin. So it's Jello with no color or flavor, so it's completely clear. And it comes in envelopes like this. So I've taken 2 envelopes and I've put it into this bowl. So that's all that is. It's just 2 envelopes dumped in there. And I'm going to take my water and my salt. I'm going to whisk it into the gelatin until the gelatin dissolves. So remember, if something dissolves, it means we can't see it anymore. And we want to have all of those crystals. It just needs to look like one liquid. So that's dissolved. And then the last step for this is to take half a cup of hand soap, liquid hand soap. So I've just used Dial, and I've used one that's already colored and scented. If you used a clear soap, you could add some color or add some essential oils and add some scent to it as well. So I've gone the easy way, and I've already have my color and my scent. So I'm going to add that in. I'm going to mix it together. Now, depending on how vigorously you mix this, you may end up with a lot of bubbles on top because it is hand soap, right? That's when you wash your hands, you wash it hoping to make bubbles. So if you do end up with a lot of bubbles, you're going to want to scrape those off the top before you do the last step. So this is a good thing for an adult to do, to take your bowl of hot water, because it was boiling, remember, so it is hot, and you want to put it back into a measuring cup, and then you're going to pour it into whatever molds you have. So if you have, we have just some ice cube molds, so these ones are diamond shape, and then just some plain old rectangular ice cubes. So I'm going to pour these in here, and then I'm going to put them in the fridge to set, and then we'll come back and we'll see how this has gone. So I just want to show you, there is a bit of foam on here, which you probably can't see because my super bright kitchen light. So I'm just going to scoop that out and throw it in the sink, and then we're going to pour this in the mold. Now again, because I haven't done this before, I'm pouring some in each one, just in case the diamonds are finicky about getting out. The just rectangular ones will probably be easier. So I'm going to take these, pop them in the fridge, and then we'll have a look at them and see how they look. So I did end up leaving these in the fridge overnight. So you can probably tell that because I don't have the same clothes on I had when the video started. I just wanted to make sure they were really settled, and they turned out fantastically. So I am going to give you a close-up shot of the diamond soaps. They're so fun. And so if you use a silicone mold, they pop out super easily. So there you go. There's one of our rectangles. Or cubes, sorry. So a couple of things to know. These are very, they're just like gummies. Like, they're super, super fun. I think I'm gonna make lots of these from now on because they are super fun. And probably store them in your fridge. It's recommended to keep them in your fridge for between 3 and 5 days. So I'm not sure that it would be the worst thing if you kept them in longer, but that's the recommended timeline on these. And another thing, our other 2 experiments were fairly edible. This one is not, because we did put actual hand soap in. So make sure these look super fun and jiggly and delicious, but they are not edible, so do not eat them. And then I did see one suggestion online, and I can't remember where I saw it, but someone said to use them in the bathtub as bubble bath, which I think would be super fun as well. So they'll probably dissolve pretty quickly and make some great bubbles. But this is a great experiment, great way to get kids washing their hands. If you watched our book talk on Monday about germs versus soap, you know that those germs are always looking for energy cupcakes, which are all the dirt on our hands. So we want to keep those germs away from us, and the best thing to use is soap. So I would encourage you to make your own soap. This has been a really fun experiment to do, or fun activity, and I hope that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more of our activities. And tune back in Monday for another book chat, and tune in next Friday for another science experiment. Thanks for watching.